You think childbirth is the end of pain? What if I told you I had to be restitched after childbirth? Yes, you heard me right. My stitches got loose, and what came after it was not what I was prepared for. It was like a nightmare. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl Joycelyn, and honestly today's video is not my regular kind of video. I'll be talking about my experience, something that I feel a lot of persons don't get to talk about on this. So this is not just another postpartum story, but it's a story of how my stitches got loose and how I was restitched and the recovery process. So if this looks like what you're interested in, do well to sit back, watch this video to the end. So after my intense labor of 13 hours plus, I pushed out my beautiful baby of 4.2 kg, and because of that I had vaginal tear, which is episiotomy, and the nurses stitched the area, you understand, down there. They stitched it so that I could feel better, but after 1 week, 2 weeks, I wasn't feeling any better. It wasn't looking as though I was healing. At some point, I felt, okay, this is my first time. It's going to feel that way. Some persons even told me that, now your first time be this now so it be, you know, the sweet, it's painful, you will get over it. But then the pain was not reducing. I was not getting any better. So after complaining, even going to the toilet was a challenge. There was a day I was in the toilet. I was trying to pull, and this poo was not coming out. It wasn't going in, it wasn't coming out. I was just stuck. At that point, I was now feeling as though something has loose. Like I was feeling a bit open in the supposed stitch area. But then, I cannot see it. So I was still managing it. It was when I saw some sort of blood after wiping you understand? I saw a sign of blood and I was like, okay, I don't think all is well. And I've been doing this sit on a wooden chair because when you give birth, a lot of advice will come from left, right and center. So some told me that because of the tear, I should better not sit on the couch, I should not sit on the bed, I should always sit on a wooden chair, which I did. So I was now wondering where all of this was coming from, because every advice that was given to me as to regards my recovery from the stitch, I did it. So I wasn't expecting anything to be wrong. So on that fateful day, I was in the toilet, I was trying to pull and I was crying. And this cry is not because I just want to cry, but because the pain was much. The pain was, will I say it's more than labor pain? I wouldn't want to say it's more than, because, labor pain, it's very, very, you understand. But the pain was something else. So I had to call my mom, tell her to bring mirror. Guys, in this life, better have a mom that does not have shame. All these Gen Z mothers, I wonder what will happen when they come for their omugo, because my mom literally opened my anus to help me pull out the poo, because I was crying in pain. It wasn't coming in, it wasn't going out, and I was just stuck. So, and that was because the stitch have already loose, and some particles were already in between the stitched area. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but I'm just trying to be raw and real here. So it was when she helped, and then we checked. We now noticed that, okay, something is feeling different. Some of the stitches have loose. I didn't mention that because of the size of my baby, I had the tear was not in a particular order. The baby gave me the tear. It was not like the nurses did. If they had given me the tear themselves, it would have been in a vertical. Is it vertical now? Vertical or horizontal? It would have been like this. So, and it would have been easy for me to recover, with the hot water thing and all. But then the baby gave me the tear, and the tear was not in proportion. It was not in good shape. Just anyhow. So I was stitched about 4 to 5 areas down there. So it wasn't easy for me. Some particles of poo were now in between those stitch areas. So my mom helped me. We were able to, manage and clean up, and then we headed to the hospital. Getting to the hospital, after complaining, the nurses were like, all these general hospitals, they were like, they tell you, may you use warm water, they were trying to put it that it was my fault that I was feeling the way I was feeling, that maybe I did not sit on the wooden chair. I was not even paying attention to what they were saying, because I was in pain. So I demanded to see the doctor, which I did, and he confirmed that, okay, the stitch has loosened. So now that brings me to this question: what do you think would have been wrong? What do you think was wrong? Is it my fault, or is it the nurse's fault that it was not properly done at the initial stage? Because I could not, even the doctor could not place why what happened. Because I was asking, okay, Oga, wetin happen? Why the thing lose? They sit for warm water and salt, like when tell me and all. It was like these things happened. So I don't know if it was because the nurses didn't do it well, or it was just coming from my angle. So if you've experienced this, let me know in the comment section what could have caused it. So when he saw it and saw that, okay, this stitch has loosened, then he said, you might be restitched. My heart break. Like at that point, I was like, this is like going for an emergency cesarean section. So it was like I wanted to go to the theater. But he was trying to calm me down that it was a minor thing and, I would just feel better immediately they are done. So he gave me anesthesia, just small to, numb the pain, and so they'll be done in a few minutes. The procedure wasn't long, but it was very, very painful. Guys, at that point, I was crying in pains. Like, I was crying in pains. It's not like it was really, really painful like that. I was crying because my body has gone through a lot. I just had a baby 2 weeks ago, and I was stitched because of the vaginal tear, and now I'm back to the hospital to be restitched. Guys, the restitching is more painful than the initial stitch because your body have stayed 2 weeks, like 1 week, even 1 day, even if yours got loose after 1 day. Your body has already started the process of healing, and you went back to start because they had to loosen the remaining parts that was, the one that was already getting loose. They had to completely lose it and do the restitching afresh. And that pain, because they're using needle. I don't know that's how the initial stage, I didn't even know that's how they used to stitch. But this time around, I kind of knew what happened, and I was just pitying my body. I was like, my body has gone through a lot. The procedure didn't waste time actually. Recovery after restitching wasn't instant. It wasn't fast. It's just like I just gave birth again. So I started struggling to walk, to sit, just like a new mom would. And this time around, the healing was faster because sitting on the warm water and salt and, trying to sit on the wooden chair like they said, plus the antibiotics and pain relief that they gave me, I was now getting a bit relief. Going to toilet was just a bit easier than it was before. It was more painful before because stitch were loosened, but this time around they were intact, and going to toilet and all was still not easy, but better than the previous time. So recovering took a longer time, but the recovery was speedy. It was fast. So if you're watching this and you're going through postpartum pain, please speak up. Please ask questions. So when I was going to tell the nurse about it, I was kind of shy at the initial stage because they were going to open my bum bum. Like, when you're in labor and you're opening everywhere, you don't feel shy because you're in pains and you want to just deliver and get yourself. But this time around, you're going with your clear eye, not labor. They will go and open your ash like this. So please, if you're going through postpartum pain, please speak up, because something might be wrong with you and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that things are getting bad. Just imagine I stayed longer than that, thinking that is because I'm a first-time mom, the pain is just there. Because some people that came to greet me actually told me that it's normal, that I will feel that way to maybe 1 week, 1 month, and all of that. But thank God I spoke up, and then we went to the hospital and just confirmed that something was wrong. So please, if you're going through any postpartum pain of any kind, don't assume it is normal. Don't assume it is normal. It is better to go there and it's confirmed that you're okay, nothing is wrong with you, than for you to just sit back and probably get infected. Because just as a new mom, you can easily get infected. Your body is still open and a lot is going through your body, a lot is happening in your body at the moment. So please speak up and get the help that you need. If you find this video insightful, if you find this video useful, please let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to share this video to other moms so they can get prepared. I'm not wishing this for anybody, but it can actually happen to anybody. So save this video for later use and thank me later. If you have any question for me, let me know in the comment section, because I know that at the course of this video, I wouldn't have said everything or all the information that you would want to hear. But if you have any specific questions as regard this, let me know in the comment section and I'll do well too. I'll try my best to answer. Don't forget to watch my other pregnancy and motherhood video. I have a video, I'll put the link up here. My story of how I had a VBAC, that is vaginal birth after a cesarean section. I told my story there, and if you think you want to know about it, just click the video up here. and you see all that you need to know, the information that you need to know if you're trying to have a vaginal birth after a previous cesarean section. That video is going to help you. So do well to watch the video as well. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. But for now,